Hello everyone, it's Mike with Play More Games, and we are back, better than ever, and we're looking ahead to turn 2 of the Dark Valley. So hopefully you enjoyed part 1. If not, and you're just tuning in now, welcome. So let's dive right into the action. So turn 2, so we start with reinforcements, so Axis is up first. So we click our order of battle. And we have a Hungarian mech corps, which for reinforcements, we can put it in any city in Hungary with a line of communication to Buda. So we'll put it right in Cluj. And then we have a lot of German infantry steps, and basically they can go in Greater Germany. So we have Poland is at this point incorporated as part of Greater Germany. So let's see what we get. We get a lot of we get 6 infantry corps, which are pretty nice. So we can only stack 2. So we're gonna send a good chunk of them towards Army Group South. And then let's place these near Warsaw. 2 in Warsaw, and then 1 up here. Then put some of those 2 4s there. And those will be nice to reincorporate if we need to. And then put the extras as well. So it's the Germans. So now we have 4 infantry replacement factors. So let's first, let's find any reduced units. So there. So that's 1. Our first task is to find any reduced of the 4-steppers before we bring back any of the weaker units. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the only one I couldn't, like... Oh, there's 2. Alright, so 2. And then let's go here. Let's take these 2 back. And I guess we'll stick them in Lützen. So we have a couple of units still hanging out in there. We have a lot of Soviets. Soviets have no replacements until turn 5. But they do get some reinforcements. And let me check, because I wonder, I think some of these, are any of them marked in red? Because some of those 5-4 armies, yeah, like this one here, go into the Deadpool to kind of be built back up. So let's see. Basically, one there, one there, get one in Moscow just in case. We don't want any disasters to happen. And then we're going to put those there. And then now we'll put one near the river crossing here. And then we have a mech core. And that will stick here. Okay. Alright, so that's reinforcements and replacements. So now Axis air bases, so we can rebase them within 12, and they can stay available. So that is good. That's the plan. So, could have sworn, yeah, there's an air unit. So we have Lvov. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Radom. So let's peep the command range. Very nice. Covers a lot of ground. Don't like how some of them seem to hide, if you know what I'm saying. So we got one in Grodno. And Brest-Litovsk. And then let's see, what did we capture? Okay. That's good. Probably won't need anything quite that far out. Ah, I found another one of those. So send that one back. Make sure that's everyone. If I run into any more that I overlooked, I reserve the right to eliminate one of those. Alright. So then strat moves. The Axis don't have any strat moves. They can't rail until turn 11. Soviets can't rail until turn 4. We don't really have any good port movement. We can do Soviet naval movement. I guess we could, if we had set up for it, but we didn't. Yeah, so there's nothing. I mean, yeah, there's nothing down here, and we're going to be moving back the other direction pretty soon. No Soviet amphib, no Soviet airdrops. So we can go right to the action phase. Now the Germans have initiative, so they get to choose the first chit, and it will most likely, I've thought about it a little bit, but most likely it's going to be the move chit, because well, frankly, because we need to get moving. So let's go ahead and we'll do that now. So let's draw. Yeah. So it is a move combat that we will use as a move. Interesting. That's cool. So, all right, I have everything kind of toggled. Let's take a look. So we can keep that there for isolation reasons. Jeepers Creepers, this is kind of tough. So let's start. Well, let's visualize our objectives. We want to take Villainous, Riga, and Ventspils. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is a major river, it looks like. So let's take a look at our terrain effects chart. So our attackers are going to be halved. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get there. So we'll leave it there. See these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. Let's mark these with fort destroyed markers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, I didn't realize I had another supply depot here. So let's move that there. And we'll move this here because that's as far as it could have gone. Easy enough, easy to fix. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's check minor. Minor river, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what to do here? I think maybe what we'll do is we'll leave one of those here. And these guys we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then if we go 1, 2, 3, these units are still isolated because there's nowhere to draw a line of communication through that doesn't end up in a Zok. Okay. So looking down here, we have more Army Group North assets. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and we'll make this. How do I remove that control marker? Maybe I just gotta do that. It appears that once you put it on there, you can't move it. That's good for us because we get another victory point. We need 14 more. So 2, right? Where to start there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 3419. You start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not losing my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, don't know that he's going to be attacking anyone, but we want to try and get across the river. All right, moving on. So forests for mech are 2. Woods, I guess, is the proper term. 2. And that is rough, which is also 2. Let's check for units with socks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Let me think about attrition here for a second. Attrition. Where is it? Oh, 4.1. 13.8. The index on the back refers you to 4.1, but that's just the sequence of play. Okay. All right. So I guess the question becomes, how much do you wait to attrit, and how much do you take a risk on attacking yourself? So the German mechanized Zocs do not extend into swamp hexes, so it is kind of impossible with the unit there to cut them off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to keep sending them down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there's no reason to have this one here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not gonna work. 1, 2, 3, 4. That does work. I guess these guys technically aren't isolated. I may have eliminated a couple of those units. Probably shouldn't have. It's okay though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, or let's send these south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we have our mountain units. And what kind of action? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One, two. And here, 1, 2, 3. And mountains. I can't enter mountains. Well, it would cost 4. They would have to stop. So it's gonna be difficult to send. It'll take at least 2 turns to work them through the hills there. Alright, before we do the core of Army Group South, Romania is now in play, so see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a major river, actually. So we can go as far as here. And I mean, the idea continues to be to entrap. So I guess actually, there's probably gonna be better. Entrap as much of the army as possible. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright. 1, 2. Here's our supply depot, so we're going to leave that exactly where it is. I'm going to leave these where they are as well. Let's see. 1, there's no Zocs here. 2, 3. 1, 2. And then, really, let's keep that guy there. So this guy's out of supply, unless one of these guys comes out of the fort and goes here, which we don't think they will. Actually, as a remedy against that, let's do that. And we'll do that as well. So that is Odessa. Odessa. All right, now for the rest of it. That is 7. Right now we've got 8, 11, 12, 16. And if we use the Air Force, 20 to 7. That's not even, well, if we use our Sturm gun, that's 3 to 1, which is not good. Could do that. Bad idea. 1, 1, 2. I forgot there's a big old mech core there too. Over here, so they have 3, and we're lining up with 8, 12, what's the river one shift? Actually the shift won't apply. So 8, 10, 14, 16 to 3. We can do 20 to 3 to make that a 5 to 1 or 6 to 1. So let's do that. Oh, we almost forgot to place our city defense markers. So basically, I think one of those has to go in Kiev. For ground combat purposes, cities without city defense markers are treated as towns. So that's a rule I think I might have missed last turn. So basically what that's going to mean for us is the defender is +1 instead of getting halved and shifted. I don't think I did that up here in Kaunas. So, other city defense marker, I'll probably do Minsk, because we can kind of redeploy those at the end of every turn, so let's do Minsk. Da, da, da. These guys here, we'll leave with them for now. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. What should we do with these panzers? Well, 9, 6 is 15. So we've got 15 to 6, 19 to 6, 3 to 1. That's not very good. Alright. But that is all of our movement. So we'll click the move button and we'll go to our next chit. Soviet move. Okie doke. Soviet move. Alright, so let's try and rescue as many units as we can. So let's start up at the top here. Isolated units. They have a movement factor of 3. So 1, 2, 3. This one can really do nothing but die. Let's get some more units in there. Kind of a tough time for the German to pull that. And let's move that unit there so we can see about doing a little bit of damage with it. Okay. We have a nice little line forming there. See, can do the same for here. Yep, we can stack that there. Let's shift some of these up. So we can kind of get them into like defensive works. Down here in the south. I guess the question is, these are both irreplaceable. Well, we can't actually move any of those because it would be to Azak. So this one can't move. This one can move to there. And that is 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. We'll leave that one there for now. This one can move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Want to get the airborne core out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not much sense garrisoning these forts since we're not going to be back this way for some time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose we could leave those units there to try and be a pain, you know, but I think ultimately our objective is to preserve as much strength as we can. Like, one thing, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. That's kind of a nasty attack. Sending that unit in there. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but trying to keep as much alive for now. I mean, when you play Barbarossa, and it's, you know, not unique to this game. It's the question is, do you trade time or space for time? Do you trade bodies for time? I guess the question then becomes, well, you know, really it depends on your system and what game you're playing. Okay. And since I am a novice in this game, I couldn't tell you what the strategy should be. All right, let's zoom out and we'll take a look. Yeah, we've got a nice defensive line threaded for the Soviets down here. And all it will take is a couple of Axis punches. Well, actually, you do have some really good units there. Okay. So now, let's grab our next chit. And it is a Soviet counterattack. Well, so I think Soviet units that counterattack can move up to 3 movement points. Okay. Yeah, if we move them, they must attack, though. So let's find out how many we need to do. Once again, magic number is 7. So this is actually probably a pretty good attack. So 2 to 1. 2 to 1. A 4 on the 2 to 1 is no effect. Yeah, let's get zoomed in a little closer. Yeah, there we go. 7. 4 is 1 to 2. Not really looking to take that one. We have 5 strength points there. Let's see about down here. 6. 11, 13, 14 against 6, 10. So even that's 1 to 1. Here we have 6 against 4. That's 1 to 1. We just don't have. I don't have any great attacks. All right, tell you what. Let's do. Oh, okay. 7 to. This is. That's actually a good one. So that's max odds. So 3 is both lose 1. And we will remove that. And we'll remove that. So do they get to advance? Is the question. Oh, actually, you know what I would have done is I would have used my stew gun. I should have used my stew gun. That would make it a 7 to 3. So 2 to 1. So what's a 3 on the 2 to 1? No effect. All right. But I do want to know, could they have advanced? Yeah. Okay. I also could have, alternatively, I could have used one of my air units on defense, but it would have been done for the turn. But this way is fine. All right. So let's do this 1 to 1 here. Ooh. Attacker lose 1. So now we are down to 4. This is 1 to 2. Attacker eliminated. Probably really shouldn't have done that. In hindsight, kind of stupid, but I mean, not much choice. What choice did they have? Was probably gonna die anyway. Is this another supply depot I forgot to move? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good grief. Right. That's a 1 to 2, but we don't really want to do that. That's 1 to 2. We don't want to do that either. This is a 1 to 1. Let's do that. Attacker, lose 1. Fine. So 3 left. I mean, at this point, I think maybe we just let the Axis pick a couple to eliminate. I mean, yeah, let's do this one, these 3. So that's a 1 to 2, a 2 is attacker eliminated, great. It's fine. Just a 2 left. I mean, we probably should, I mean, I'm not going to say we probably should, we definitely should have just let them eliminate some units, rather than have that happen. This unit can attack. Alright. Last 2 Axis we'll get to pick off. I think you only get to pick 1 4 rifle division. So I will take this rifle division, but I can't take the airborne corps. And I will take I'll take this rifle division as well. So now, logistics. All right. Logistics. So, let's assess Soviet logistics first. This guy is in supply through the port. This guy is isolated, however, since nowhere is he going to get through. So, isolated. This one, isolated. Let's see. These guys can trace through the marshes. These guys, isolated. These guys can... Yeah. This guy, isolated. Now what about out of supply? Isolated is pretty easy to tell, but you could be you could be in communication, but out of supply. Five hexes. Oh, these are isolated as well. 5 hexes, basically 5 hexes to a rail hex. 1, 2, 3, 4. That leads to an off map. So this hex is actually kind of a linchpin, keeping a lot of these guys in supply. Which actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this guy's still in supply for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so out of supply. Out of supply. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Out of supply. So when they're out of supply, you get nice modifiers when you're attacking them. So let's see, what are those modifiers? I thought it said here somewhere. Come on. +2. You get a +2. Any defending units are out of supply. Um, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. They're good for now. So all these guys are good for now. No problems here. They're okay. They're okay. We've marked them. These guys are okay. Yeah. So now let's take a look at the Germans. So the Germans, they can trace a line of supply 7 hexes to an in-supply depot or a rail supply source. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're good. All these guys are good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're good. I don't really see any of these guys having any problems. Let's go to these panzers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we use this as a supply source? No, because we don't have the panzers far enough, but we can trace to the HQ. 1, 2, 3. HQ can trace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Canis, which we can use. So they're in supply. Are there any other like tricky ones that might be out of supply? These guys can trace to here, which go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we can trace to the supply depot here near Tarnopol. These can trace to the rail. These guys can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the Germans are in supply. I don't see any supply issues with the Germans. If you do, let me know. Alright, so let's... And thinking back on it, I might have missed some units last time when logistics came out, but it's alright, since we haven't done any German combats yet. And we would reevaluate at this point anyway. So, a couple of mistakes so far as we go through the game, but I don't think anything game-breaking. So, let's see, we should have a Panzer army activation, and we have the 3rd Panzer. The 3rd Panzer, I believe, is here. So, let's see. Command range, pretty good. So let's go with a move and then mechanized may attack. Because we need to get moving. This guy, we'll leave enough here to make sure that he's dealt with, but we need to get moving. Alright. So this is a war. I should never put him into the marsh. 5, 6, so that's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, if this is a 2-to-1 and we have a +2, I mean, we still have a decent chance of something bad happening. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right. Let's do a bombard here, actually, see if we can clear him out of our way. Now, my understanding of the air rule is we can do a bombard on any turn, on any chit that's capable of combat. So this would seem appropriate. Let me know if that's not allowed. So it is a 2-to-1. And I don't think there's any sort of modifier. No, I'm doing that wrong. It's not a ratio. There's a bombardment value. Right? Is it a ratio? Is it a value? I talk myself in and out of things all the time. Okay. Defender's defense strength is determined by the terrain the unit is in. So it is a ratio, but the ratio is mixed up with 1. So it is 4 to 1. So that definitely does clear up some questions that I had about ways that I could use air to make it more effective. All right, so we have a +1, or no, we don't. We're looking for a 3 or higher. All right, so Danny DeLito, go back, and we remove that. The air unit is, I think, stays available for further operations. Okay. So that's good because that means that we can move our panzers. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Keep that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 8, 13. We're attacking across a river, which means we are on a 5 to 1. Let's go for it. 4 on a 5 to 1 is DR star. We can go 1, 2, and then all of them can go like that. Okay, so not bad. So let's turn off. Oh, these guys cannot get that close. I remember that. How far away do they have to stay from each other? There was something about them not being allowed to get that close. What the heck? It doesn't say anything under 10.5.7. Did I make a rule up in my head? Maybe it's in the scenario notes. Ah, here we go. The first and second Panzer HQs may be drawn twice as long as they are not within 8 hexes of each other. Well, that's fine because this is the second and the third. I knew that I was thinking of something. All right. So next up, is 1st Panzer. Now we have some tough choices to be made. What is our city? So 1 to 1. It's just not going to work. So here comes General Zhukov herself to give me some advice. Comrade Jenny Zhukov. Right. So let's do movement and then combat. And let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if we can blast a hole. So this one here, the northernmost one. Yeah. I think that's going to... Yeah, that's actually going to finish this unit for the air unit for the turn. So that's not good. And then this one here. Same result. Not good. Because 8, 10. All right, let's do the 5 to 1 here. 4 on the 5 to 1 is DR star. Okay. And then this one here, that's 12, so we could do a 2 to 1. 2 to 1. It's pretty risky. I didn't actually mean to do that. And just to prove it, I'm gonna look. Yeah, I definitely didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I guess we did our combat. I guess maybe what we'll do is we will just go across the river. Two. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. I guess if they're going to stack up down there, let's see if we can take Kiev. Kiev only has 1 airborne corps in there. So, might be that we can. So, combat that move. We have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to make a headache with a big stack of units. I guess we'll just find a way around them. If we can't go through them, we'll go around them. So let's see who's next. 4th Panzer up near Riga. So this time it's going to be we still have a combat phase, so I wouldn't really want to risk 5-1. And do I? Yeah, let's wait for the 6-1. Just be prudent. We have 2, and what have we got? Major River, is that what it is? I don't know. Attacker halved. Attacker halved. Alright, we'll tell you what. Let's do movement and then combat. 1. One, 2, 3. So that is 1, 2, 3. And then here. We'll leave a Panzer there. And we'll leave the 4 Panzer there. And we'll go 1, 2, or 1. Major River +2, 4, 5. So 7 against 2. And since it is a major city, our mech is halved. Or, no, we put that marker someplace else. Oh yeah, we put it here. So they are not halved. So it is just a town, which is defender +1. So they're 3. And we are 7. So 2-1. 11 is 3-1. And actually, this guy, we can actually send this guy around too. So 9, 11. And 15. So it's 5-1. And a 6 on the 5-1 is a defender eliminated, which is a nice result for... Oh, so there are 3 units there. So they are 4. So 15-4 is 4-1. And that is an exchange. That exchange means we lose 3 steps. So what do I do? All right. We'll keep the attack, but we'll re-roll it. 3. DR. 1, 2. One of these is going to get moved a step further because of stacking. That is another victory point for us, the Germans. All right, so let's grab our next chip. And we have 2nd Panzer. So let's do combat and then move. So this is a city, so mech is halved, which I think pretty much everything here is mech. So 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15. So it's going to be a 5-to-1. 2 on the 5-to-1 is DR star. 1, 2. So that is another city in the rightful possession of Germany. And actually, since we didn't need all of those factors, let's just do a 1-to-1 here. Really, we just needed 3, 4, 5, 6. We had plenty enough with just these two. All right, so 6-to-1. 3 on the 6-to-1 is DR star. Okay. Maybe there's a rule that a Panzer HQ can't move another Panzer HQ. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Other non-activated Panzer HQs may not be moved. So the Panzer HQ will have to stay behind. Alright. So then movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it is 4, right? No, it's 3. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2 for the woods, 1 for the river. Yeah, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is a legal move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or actually 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are rushing their way down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. All right. See what's next. First Panzer. Back in the south, so let's see if we can steal, more or less, Kiev. Alright, so we're going to do combat, so these are going to be halved, so 1, 2, and 1 is 4. 4 to 1. Is this air in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, it is just out of range. That's too bad. 4 to 1. And that's not going to be good. Both lose 1. Well, we take Kiev at the cost of a Panzer step. So let's grab another victory point. Only 11 more to go. And then 6 to 1 against this Panzer here, or rifle army. So that is a DR star. So 1, 2. Or actually, they're in that defensive zone. So 6, 8. 8 to 2 is 4 to 1. 3 and the 4 to 1 is still a DR. All right. Well, it's first Panzer. And now we have second Panzer again. And then lastly, we should end up with a German combat. Second Panzer. Let's see, let's check some ranges. So we can, let's see what we can get out of the way. So Marsh is 2. So let's try and hit this one in the clear with this 8th Army. So that one is removed. That's good. And then here, let's see. Let's try and hit this hex here, the one that has 2 of them. 3 is defender loses 1, but now my air unit is done for the turn. All right. So what do we do? Combat then move? Probably, right? So what kind of terrain effect does woods have? Panzers are -1. So this is 6, 12, 16, 2 to 1. Gosh, that's got to be pretty bad, doesn't it? Ugh. Ugly. Yeah, we'll do combat then move. So these guys will attack here. So 5 on a 6 to 1. Well, what is it? Yeah, it's a 6 to 1. 5 on a 6 to 1 is defender eliminated. So then the question really does become, do I risk a 2 to 1 attack? We will probably lose a step as a result. Or you can try and move around them. See if we can surround that rifle army. I mean, our best case scenario is we get this unit to retreat. And if it retreats, it's going to end up in our way somewhere else. So let's just go around them. Let's see if we can. So 2, 4, 5. Uh, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4. 5, 6, 7. All right. Pretty daring. So now, last up, we end with a German combat. So let's go. 6 to 1. 4 on the 6 to 1. You're kidding me. Exchange. Well, we get the hex and the port. So now we have 20. We need 10 more VPs to go. Let's do an attack here. Some max odds, 6 to 1. Oh, God. It's another step reduction. We will not advance. We won't take any attacks there. Won't do any attacks there. Here, however, let's reevaluate. 6, 10, 14, 16, 18. Yeah. Here though, max odds, these Panzers here. 2, it's a DR, 1. We're not going to do that. 1, 2. All right. Now we're going to attack this hex from here. And that is a DR star. 1, 2. Now this unit is isolated. And we'll take the 5 to 1 here. I said we won't take that attack here. Nothing to see there. If I had thought about it for 30 seconds more, there's really no reason to do that. Kind of the same deal here. So this is 7. What can we muster? 4, 5, 8, 12, 16, 17. So that is 2 to 1. I'm sorry. 4, 8, 9, 12, 16, 17, 21 is 3 to 1 plus 2. So 3 to 1 plus 2 is a 3, which is DR. And they are eliminated because they have no place to go. So we will advance these guys. Similarly, for this is a max odds attack plus 2. Actually, they're about to be eliminated. So let's not risk it. There's no reason to. Okay. And yeah, I guess that's the end of attacks. So that would also be the end of the turn. So let's go through the turn wrap-up phase. So let's advance supply depots. Well, I probably don't want to move this one in Tarnopol, but we can move this one here. 4, which modifies to... that's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I could move it all the way there, but... ugh. You know, I want to move it as far as I can, but I don't want to... Well, I mean... what's the worst that can happen? I mean, it would just get pushed back, right? I don't know. I mean, it seems likely if we're looking at chits for next turn, it seems likely Well, they do get their Stavka chit. Oh, boy. Well, we have the initiative. Stavka doesn't override initiative, I don't think. Yeah. So we have a guaranteed move first. So let's roll this one after all. So 1 + 1 is 2. So that becomes a 4. We can go 2, 3, 4. Let's see, what other... Alright, we've got one here. 4, 5 comes at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. This one can't move. We have one here, and then 2 in the south. For some reason I thought we had 5. Did I lose one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess that's just what we have. Alright. Okay. No German units are isolated. So these guys are gone. That is nice. And these guys remain out of supply. This guy is gone. Flip our air back. Okay. Lastly, we'll move it to turn 3. And that is the end of the turn. We have 20 victory points. We need 10 more. We have 1 more clear turn. And then the mud begins. Mixed mud. Mixed snow. 2 snow turns. And first winter effects to deal with. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll just wrap this up quickly. Thanks for watching. We'll check you next time. And be well.